Hello, good morning or evening, or depends on where you are, right? I hope you're doing well today. Lisa Long here, just in case you're new. And this is the daily jump start. We, increase our vibration, increase our vitality, and refocus on what it is that we really want to do. And it's just a quick jump start, just something like I've got this. I can do this today. And we've been talking about letting go of anger, letting go of fear, really getting focused, increasing our confidence. And today I want to talk about how we stop ourselves. We all do it. I mean, gosh, I caught myself this morning. Just like, oh, there it is again. We do this. And I think everybody on the planet does this. But the trick is to be a successful entrepreneur or really be successful in any realm of your life, we have to move through that. We have to be able to identify it and say, there it is. Interesting. And take the steps to move through it. You don't want to really push against it because when you push against something, it just pushes right back, right? The law of resistance. So we're just going to like, there it is. Okay, I recognize that. It's been here a long time, probably since childhood. Even before we are born, like in the womb, we start developing our sense of self, who we are, what's allowed, what's not allowed. And after we're born, up until about the age of 7, we are pure subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is it accepts everything as absolute truth. You remember we believed in Santa Claus, we believed in the tooth fairy, and of course they were real, right? Because we didn't have the conscious mind yet to filter out what's real and what's not real. So up until around the age of 7, everything was real. We also developed, took in, absorbed from other people, our parents, even our grandparents. A lot of the thoughts that we think today are really just continuing thoughts from them. They're not even our own thoughts. I mean, how crazy is that? And in that, we have developed a ceiling of success. And you might feel like within your heart and your soul, it's like, I know there's more. I know there's more to life. I know I can make my business even more successful than it already is. And if you're an entrepreneur, you absolutely should. Being a business owner should be easy. It should be fun. But I know so many business owners that really, it's a challenge every day. I mean, we're the warriors, we're the pathfinders. We carry all the liability. We have to make sure every single thing gets accomplished, right? So it's all on our shoulders. It's a lot. And we know that, like, yeah, I know I can make it, move the needle, bump up to the next level of success. And some people always hit ceilings, wherever that may be. It might be 50,000, it might be 50 million, but there's always a ceiling, and that's a self-imposed ceiling. And it's the way we grew up. What were you taught that you're allowed to have? What was the conversation around money and success when you were growing up? Like when I was growing up, I heard often, money doesn't grow on trees. Who do you think you are? You can't afford that. You can't do that. And rich bitches. Oh, I mean, things that my parents would say. They didn't even know these people. It's like, but all kinds of judgments around who has money and who doesn't. And if they have money, they took advantage of somebody else, and, all this crazy stuff. And we learn, for example, you might have in your mind, I'm a $50,000 a year person. Okay. Or I'm $100,000 a year person. That's who I am. That's all I'm allowed to make. And we have a mechanism, actually, it's called Cypress cybernetics. And it's a psychological mechanism that keeps us on track, kind of like an airplane. when it's flying, it's on autopilot. It's usually off track. Off track, it gets back on. Off track, it gets back on. A little bit to the west, go back to the east. A little bit to the west, back to the east. Because to get it on track and make sure that it lands at its destination. Well, we have a mechanism like that. Think about, like, for a salesperson, for example, will, if a salesperson is usually, selling like 50,000 a month. And if he has a great month and say he sells 100,000 a month, well, his mechanism will bring him back down the following month. He'll come right back down. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. You're not $100,000 a month salesperson. You're a $50,000 a month salesperson. Get back where you belong. Have you ever experienced that? I have. So we want to recognize, like, where is this coming up in our life? Another example is children with school. Maybe they're getting, D's and C's, and maybe because they were told by a teacher or something, oh, you're stupid, you'll never amount to anything, whatever the case might be. That was sad, but that's often true. Or they just get an idea in their mind, I'm just not a good student, I'm just not smart. I'm dumb at whatever this, or I can't do math. And if they get maybe an A on an exam, the next exam, they'll bring it right back down. I was like, oh, no, because they've got that pre-programming, I'm a D person. I'm not an A person. And same with our income. It goes from the report card to the income, to the paycheck. So if we have in our psyche, in our programming, that maybe you're $100,000 a year income earner, and you want to be maybe $1 million. Well, that's a big leap, right? So we have to get in, we have to identify where are those blocks and when they come up, because they'll come up daily. And I'll share something with you. What was going on with me today is I'm getting ready to launch my next mastermind group for business owners. And I've done many, many groups in the past. But it's so interesting. I'm gonna make some changes to this one. I'm gonna do some up leveling and make it a little more exciting. And it's for business owners who want to take their business to the next level. And like I said, I've done hundreds of these, and they're fun. I enjoy them, and the business owners will always get great, great, great value. But what happened with me when I was like, okay, I'm doing this. I've made the commitment. I felt like, oh, I'm tired. All of a sudden I felt this fatigue come in. Like, oh, I'm really tired. And I thought, that's interesting, because the mastermind groups will bring in a nice chunk of change, and it will up level my income, especially if I do multiple groups. Well, here comes my own psychology, like, oh no, I'm tired. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't need the aggravation. It's too much work. I thought, oh, and I started kind of questioning it for a minute or 30 seconds. And upper limit problem, upper limit programming. Like, nah, I'm not going to listen to this. And this is part of us moving into this new whole 5D, and we're up leveling our consciousness. And it doesn't mean everything's going to be smooth and easy and fun. And, we're just going to, can finally sit back on the couch and do nothing. No, it's about us remembering who we really are and owning our power and saying yes and moving through those blocks when we get those self-limiting ideas. Like, oh, I can't, I'm too tired, or whatever. What excuses do you come up with? We all have a list, right? Even though it's like mine can be pretty darn creative. Like, but we can recognize that's just an upper limit programming. I was like, get out of here. So, and then put yourself in like a childlike mode, like, like, ooh, what's coming? Like you're gonna get a new puppy. It's on its way. I know it's on its way. Oh, I'm so excited. If we put ourselves in a childlike state and like, oh, I wonder what good is coming to me now. Then you like, yeah, you open your energy back up so you can receive. You open your heart. You open your mind to possibilities that you probably would not have seen before. Because when you're like, oh no, I can't, it's too much, I'm tired, as your shoulders move forward, your head is down, you kind of go into a bit of a depressed state of depression, um, and like hopelessness, helplessness. Oh, we don't want that. We've got to move through that. We call it the terror barrier. Also, when you're moving into like new territory and growth, and a lot of people, what will happen is they will come right up against that terror barrier. It's like a big brick wall, and they're like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And they go right back to the beginning. And then they build themselves up. Oh, I think I can, I know I can, I'm gonna do it. And they're gonna come up against that terror barrier again. They're gonna come up against that ceiling again. And are we going to move through it, or are we going to allow it to hold us down? That's the big question. Now, moving through it, I really encourage you to get a coach. I mean, especially if a coach, whether it be a health coach, a business coach. If you're an entrepreneur, get a business coach. And if you have some questions around this, feel free to reach out and contact me. I'm happy to help, because it's extremely difficult to bust through this barrier on your own, because we get in our way. We get in our head. I mean, it's like trying to do your own dental work. It's just you can't see what you can't see, right? Where if you have somebody else, taking, a 30,000-foot view, so to speak, like they can like, oh, well, all you need to do is go, do this little tweak and everything opens up for you. You're like, I wish I would have done this sooner. So I hope this is helpful for you. I encourage you, when you're feeling up against that terror barrier, up against that upper limit programming, that ceiling, just like, okay, I feel it. I'm feeling it. I'm going to raise my vibration. I'm going to remember how powerful I really, truly am. I'm going to work through this. So again, you're not resisting. You're not going to, okay, you're going to bring it in and come from a place in your heart, and come from a place of helping others and helping yourself, of course, because we're here to be bigger and better and expand and grow and have fun. And if we're not growing, we're dying. You feel that? So we want to grow and we want to contribute to other people. And that's one of my biggest driving factors, is contributing to others. That's just why I'm here. That's how I'm wired. I just love it. So whatever it is for you. So let me know how you're doing. I hope this is helpful for you. And let's not be held down by these self-imposed limitations. They're kind of self-imposed, but they're also from our history. You know what I mean? So we're going to let those go. We're going to work through those. And there's lots of different things that you can do to do that. But let's keep at it. Okay. Let's bust through those barriers and create the life and the success and the happiness that is available for you. Like, it's like it's right on the tip of your tongue. You can taste it. And it's just like, and so that it's yours. It's yours. You just have to own who you really truly are, how powerful you really truly are. And then if you are an entrepreneur, you also need to have a really good plan of action. You need to have good marketing. You need to have good operations and the whole gamut there. So I won't go down that whole path right now, but if you want to talk about that, certainly just reach out. Okay. And we'll do it. All right. Have a fabulous day. And I would love to hear from you. Would love to hear how you're doing. You have my contact information. So, all right. So go do it. Bye for now.